Hi everyone, this is your girl Black Girl Makeup Therapy. So I'm coming to you today with a video because I kind of got inspired to do a look. I was on the app Lemonade, and this creator, she posted these pictures of like some really old school Hollywood glam, and it was like the brown smoky eye with like gold glitter and a bold red lips. So I wanted to see if I could recreate that look today. So as you can see, I already have my eyebrows on and my lids primed. I kind of just did that to get that out the way because that's like, for some reason my brows wanted to give me a fit today, and I guess they're cousins today. Not really sisters, but you know. I got them on and I primed my legs with the, so how I've been priming my legs lately for eyeshadow is I go in with the Glam Pot Concealer in Linen. And then I go on top of that with the pigment base from Profusion in Neutral, and I blend those out together, and I set it with this Glam Instarated Translucent Powder. And I do that by using the top powder right here. I use the loose powder for my face. I use 3 different powders for my face, but you know, it gets the job done. I'll explain to you why when I get there. So to recreate this look today, I was going through my eyeshadow palettes, and I have the Pat McGrath, her last holiday palette, but it doesn't really have like the gold that I was looking for in it. So I decided that I was going to use the Juvia's Place Coffee Shop palette. Yes, Juvia's Place Coffee Shop palette. And these have all the tones that I am looking for in this palette. I'll probably do one of my eyes off camera, then I'll come back and I'll do the other eye with you guys. So I'll be right back. All right, so as you can see, I got one eye done, and I'm gonna do the other eye with you all. So what I did was, I'm gonna take this shade right here. It's gonna be my crease color. I did all this with one brush. I'm gonna take this deeper brown shade right here. I'm gonna take this darker brown shade, this one. These palettes have a lot of kickback, but take off that excess. I've been thinking that I want to go back and get a lot of the Morphe palettes. I really miss them. Like I really hate that I decluttered my Jaclyn Hill palette. So that gives me the depth that I want. And then I'm going to take this gold and this one. I'm gonna mix it on my lid. So I'm gonna actually take some of this knit glitter primer. It's not really, these are not really glitters, but it does help the satins and the little glitter particles in that shade show up actually. So I'm just gonna tap that on my eye. Sorry, I'm making the ugly ass face. But just one layer. That, and then I'm gonna go alright, then I'm gonna take my, so I'm finished with that. Then I'm gonna take these eye tapes from AOA Studios and I'm going to do my wing. Those are my eye tapes. I'm gonna use the liquid eyeliner, and well, this is the Wet n Wild Mega Liner, and it's just jet black. So I lost the one. This is the new one. I actually lost this, and I went back and repurchased it because I found this is the easiest liner to do eyeliner with. So. I'm trying not to get too big of a lashes because in the pictures that I'm referencing, the eyeliner isn't too, but it's there. Alrighty. So I am finished with that, and let's see. So that's it for the eyes. So now we're gonna move into the skin. I always do my makeup with a towel in my lap, just because I know I used to wipe stuff on my pants all the time, and now I'm just like, ugh. So I always do my makeup with a towel sitting in my lap, just so I can have something to like wipe my makeup brushes and stuff off with. So for primer today, I'm gonna do the Goodbye Pore. This is from Catrice Cosmetics. It's the Prime and Found Poreless Burn Primer. And I kind of just take this everywhere. a breakout because I've been a bad girl and I've been sleeping in my makeup. So that's fun. I'm gonna take this and drag it underneath my eye. And I'm also going to go in with the Glam Good Grip Primer. I like using this in my T-zone, really around my nose. I wear glasses and I find that this actually keeps the product on my nose. So that's what I'm gonna use this one for, but I mainly just use it here. I put too much. So I'm gonna let that marinate for about a minute. I'm thinking about doing a couple series on my channel. So I want to do this look. I have a look that I want to do by the model Shalom Harlow, one of her looks from the 90s. I want to do that. I got a Toni Braxton look from the 90s. I love the 90s. So I was born in 94, raised in the early 2000s. So like I'm really into the 90s and the 2000s era makeup. I would never wear the, but like I wasn't, so be honest, when I was growing up, I was a bit of a tomboy. So like I didn't start wearing makeup until I was an adult. I was maybe like maybe I was 23 the first time I wore makeup. Now that's kind of dry and set down. I'm gonna go in with my foundation. So the foundation, I'm really thinking that this is about done. But the foundation that I've been using and I love is this NYX Blur. If you know, you know. This is the best foundation I think I've ever used. So I'm gonna just cross some of this. I feel like I always put too much of this on. I'm just gonna. I always feel like this is a good color for me. I'm gonna take a lot of foundation down my neck. I just kind of, so I really feel like this is a good color for me, so I don't take a lot of it down my neck, but some of it goes down there, just under there. And then, if anything, I use bronzer to just kind of blend it in, but that's it, blend it in. So, I use two concealers. I use the Lancome all over concealer to under my eyes. Now, I have realized that this is actually a flesh tone concealer for me, because when I do my no foundation makeup, I use this all over my face, so it blends in perfectly with my skin. So to kind of just lighten it, I use the e.l.f. Camo Concealer and the hydrating one, and I don't know what shade this is, but it's a little bit lighter. It's a little bit lighter than my, well, no, it's a whole lot lighter, but I realized that I've been doing the placement backwards, so I've been putting this on the outside and putting this on the inside, so I'm gonna switch up the placement today to see if I like that. So I'm gonna go in, not a lot, not that much, not that much. And then I'm gonna take this one, which this is almost, gone. And I like to blend out that with a beauty sponge. So this is another this is a little Powerpuff Girl beauty sponge that I got from glam. But I also like to, so this is almost gone. I absolutely love this. This is the Milani Make It Last Original Natural Finish 16-hour wear spray, and I've gone through like 3 bottles of this. And start blending out the chin first. And then I start blending out. Am I the only one that does my makeup with both my hands? I think I erased a little bit of my wing here. Once I set my face with powder, I'll see. Do I need to? I'll see. It might be fine, but we'll see. So for bronzer, for my cream bronzer, I'll go into the Glam pot one. This is in the shade Hickory. Let's see, where's my brush? This is the one. So I'll just dig my finger in that. And I don't take this cream bronzer on my jawline. I just use it around the perimeter of my face and my cheeks. All right, and that is the, I just dig my finger into that. So that's the shade Hickory. I'm going to adjust my leg in this bed because, baby, when I say my leg is hurting, I've been working all night. And I'll be right back with you guys. All right, so for cream blush, I've actually been using Rose Meadow from Glam. So the looks that I'm referencing, I'll probably insert a picture somewhere in the video telling you what pictures I'm referencing for this look, but the blush isn't heavy or it's not really prominent. So this is the shade that I've been loving. It's like a moussey texture, but I've been loving using this blush. So where is my, here's this one. Just gonna pop that. This little pimple over here. It's on the surface, but it hurts like hell. Okay. So this is the shade Pink Rose Meadow, and I really like this shade, as you can see. So for powders, I'm gonna be honest, I'm kind of powder crazy. I use 3 powders, okay? But this face is gonna eat down. So right now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna spray my face again with this. And kind of let that marinate before we go in with the cream, with the powders. So for the first powder I'm going to use, I'm actually going to use the Glam Instant Red powder. And I'm going to use the loose one. Now, I would say the one thing, I hate the packaging on this. Honestly, I wish they would sell this. I wish when they created this product, they could have made it where you were able to mix and match. Like if you didn't want the translucent pressed powder, you could have got one of the other colors, and then you could have gotten this separate. But either way it goes, the packaging on this really sucks. And apparently, hell, I'm already just about out of this powder, but I might have to start using the pressed powder actually on my under eye, but until then, so I'm gonna go with the clean side of my beauty blender, makeup sponge, and just I like to flake some of that product off of there. I'm gonna set my under eyes with this powder. Alright, so I use that for my under eye. So for my all over powder, I'm covered in powder now. I use the Beauty setting powder, and this is in the shade Almond, and it also has chestnut on here, so I'm guessing it's either or. But I use this one all over my face. I'm gonna take this one around my mouth. Now I know they say this I know this. I know this NYX. I know this NYX foundation is supposed to be self-setting, but I said it. And the last powder I use is this Sephora Micro Smooth Powder in the shade Hazelnut Deep Golden. This is my favorite powder. I hate that BH Cosmetics. It's not a brand anymore. This is my last brush from them, y'all. And I kind of just and that's it. That's it for my powders. So then I do a powder bronzer. So the powder bronzer that I've been using is the Pat McGrath Labs. This is the shade Mahogany. If I can get it open, this is what she looks like. You can tell she is loved. So this is my favorite bronzer brush. I just kind of take this to the perimeter of my face. And the powdered bronzer, I do take it down my neck. That damn pimple hurts like a bitch, okay? I'm gonna take this down my neck. I'm gonna take a small brush and contour my nose just a tad. Okay, I'll pick that up later. So cute. Nose contour. And then for powder blush, I was kind of debating. I didn't see a lot of pinky tone blushes in the pictures that I'm referencing, so I decided I'm going to use my little purpley blush, if I can Why am I having a hard time finding my brushes today? Alright. I'm going to use this purpley tone blush. Well, it's called Red Riot. This is by NYX. It's the Sweet Cheeks blush. One thing I have learned about blush, you will have it forever. And for a highlighter, I think I can find my highlighter brush. I'm just gonna go in with the Essence Pure Nude Sunlighter Highlight and Be My Sunlight. This is my favorite. Alright, so then I'm gonna take this last little bit. Hopefully this lasts. I gotta pick out another setting spray now today, you guys. And then I'm going to also spray my Makeup Revolution Super Hold Setting Spray. I'm gonna let this dry for a little bit. I know with all those powders, you're probably afraid of it looking super powdery, but this is what the setting spray is for. They're gonna melt all those powders and all those products together. And also a little tip that I'll show you guys. So you see how this setting in my face is almost dry. I take the butt of my beauty blender if it's clean. And I start pressing that setting powder, that setting spray I mean, into my skin. And that just helps it blend together even more. Takes away some of the excess product off your face. And once I finish letting this dry, now I do not know how to put on lashes on camera, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the finishing touches on my eyes, then I'm gonna come back, put my lashes on, and I'm gonna come back and do the lip combo with you guys. So I'll be right back. Alright, so I put the finishing touches on my eyes, and now I'm about to do my lip combo with you guys. I lost the top to my lip liner, but okay. So I'm gonna go in with the Ulta Beauty Gel was eyeliner. So I did use this in my waterline too, but I do use it for my lips too. So this is the gel liner in Mink. Hopefully my top appears. Oh, here it is. And then I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb. This is the only red lipstick I got, and this is the shade MVP. And that is it for my lip combo for today. Let me know what you guys think about this look. I actually love it. Oh my god, I feel like I look so good. Now I do feel like I did go a little heavy on that NYX Blur foundation, but honestly it still looks good, and I still feel like I have nothing on my face, so that's a plus. Oh, I forgot to do my beauty marks. Let me do that. Just like to put a few to where my usual one is, but oh, I can't tell where you use this. I have to figure out where it is later. But yeah, that's the completed look. I absolutely love this look. Just let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me your opinions. And, you know, I'll see you in my next video.